This is Dan and you're watching Green Machine Outdoors. Thanks for stopping back into the channel. I'm doing my intro in the car this morning on the way to the James River because we are fishing a 24-hour catfishing tournament, and when I get to the water it's going to be all business. I'm going to take you along for the ride today, so don't go anywhere. Go watch the credits. Go watch them. You'll like it. Alright, so for our tournament today, we've got 10 anglers entered in the tournament, ranging all over the United States. This is an online virtual tournament. So I'm going to be fishing the James River, as I told you in the opener, and I need to catch my 3 longest catfish I can possibly find right now. On the James River, our fish are just coming out of the spawn. A lot of the fish are coming off the beds. Of course, some are still on there. They don't all spawn exactly at the same time. So we're going to hope to make our way into some as we drift some channel edges, do some anchoring, do whatever we got to do to find those fish. I've got all day, and it's 3:30 in the morning right now. I should be on the water by 4 or 4:30, getting into it. I'll be back with you once we're on the water. Alright, well, I've made it to my first spot. I've got my gill net set on the other side of the river channel, and I'm going to drift this side with some of these live baits that you see in the bucket here. And we're going to see if we can catch a fish while we're catching bait. Let's see what happens. Hopefully those rod tips are going down in no time. Alright, well, I pulled the gill net in, caught a couple gizzard shad, cut that one up into medium and small size chunks. To start this tournament off, we're going to just try and catch some fish, get the board filled up, then we can worry about upgrading. Okay, so let's take a look at the setup. We have a suspended live bluegill. We have a dragging on a Santee Cooper rig piece of body section, cut shad headpiece, dragging section, Santee rig again. And another suspended bluegill. I think that one actually died. If we pull him up and he's dead, we'll probably chop him up and put him down cut. Alright, we might have our first taker of the morning. I just got a couple taps on this rod and there's a little weight on it. I'm going to reel down on it. And I think you just let go. Alright, this rod just bent over. Man, they are not committing today. I think we did finally hook up back here. It feels like it might be a fish. Let's pick up on it. Yeah, I think we're good. It's gonna be a small one. Man, that doesn't even count. That is a tiny little fish. But at least we'll be able to put on a new fresh bluegill back there. And now we've got a good live bait down there waiting for us. I can't even put him on a measuring board. Okay, just that little guy. Skunks out though, that's been hard this morning. So we're gonna toss this bluegill on. I'm just hooking them right through the back there. Pretty shallow so they stay alive and kick around down there. And I'm just suspending them on a Carolina rig. Keep it a little bit up off the bottom so I'm not snagging up on anything as I drift through here, and they swim around on the end of that leash and the fish love it. I am in 52 feet of water, so it takes a while to get down there. Okay, something's playing with this rod. He might be hooked up. I'm gonna let him sit there for a moment longer. Yeah, there's some weight on there. Let's reel down on him. Okay, I think we got him. Nope, he popped off. Dang it. Took my bluegill with him. I'm gonna be moving spots here soon, so I'm not gonna put this one back down. This spot has been super slow. I'll show you my best catch of the day so far. That's as good as gold these days. Okay, that's a good sign. Let's get this camera down and pick up on him. I'm waiting on a good bite all morning. This one's going to be on gizzard shad body section. Feels like he's got a little bit of weight to it. Still on the bottom. Taking me for a little bit of a ride, spin the whole kayak around. Oh yeah. Ooh, we got some weight here. All right. Gotta keep him away from that trolling motor. Look at that Hellcat bend over. Oh boy. Now we know something's up. We got a drag peeler. Yeah, this is awesome. I was starting to doubt myself this morning. Starting to think about plan B, C, and D. Got some bubbles coming up. He is down in 35 feet of water. So we'll take our time, let him decompress on the way up. If you're not sure what I mean by decompress, these fish have an air bladder in them. And if you bring them up too fast, they won't blow their bubbles out. And then when you go to release them, they're all full of air. They can't really get back down to the bottom. And if they can't get back down to the bottom, they'll usually float belly up and usually die. So we like to take our time with these fish, especially when the water gets warmer. It's 80 degrees right now. Treat them well so we can come back out and catch them again. We've got a world-class fishery here and we want to keep it that way. I'm just waiting for one of these other rods to go down. All right, we're gonna pull a little bit more drag. We're just running the one camera today. I don't want to get the other one all wet. It's got some pieces that aren't waterproof on it. It's a good fish, really good fish. Okay, I'm gonna let him chill right here while I get a little bit organized. Actually, I think I'm ready for him. We'll bring him right in. I've got this stupid umbrella hat on, so it makes it a little bit harder to get the edge of my rod here. But we got it. He seems to be hooked pretty well. Still don't want to take any chances. Hopefully it's one shot and we get him. All right, got a hand in the mouth and in the boat. Nice. All right, so that's a good fish. He's a little bit on the skinny side, but he's still a nice length. We got a double hook rig in here, so we got to be a little careful taking this out. He's got the other one down his throat. All right, we're gonna get this fish out of here. I'll get the release for you. And then he slipped out of my hands, but he is going back down to the bottom. Usually I like to be a lot more gentle than that. We might have fish number 2 on over here. Yeah, we do. He hit right when I was releasing the other one. This is gonna be a smaller fish. But things turn around quick. You need a 3 fish limit, and just like that, this should put 2 on the board, hopefully, unless he's super tiny. Yeah, he might go. He's bigger than 0, I'll tell you that much. Until I have something better to put on the board, we'll take him. He was an ambitious little fella going for that shad head. There he goes. That's wish I had a better shot of him for you, but that was 23.75 inches, and he was a slippery little bugger. That goes to show you that stinger hook is nice, because that's what got him. This hook did not catch him, the stinger hook caught him. That's been happening a lot recently on the James for me. Alright, well that quick little double brought us to the early lead in the tournament. We've got big fish now at 37 inches and a score of, I don't know, I'll just put it on the screen here and you can check it out. Alright, I've hit just about all the spots I want to in this section of the river. I'm going to make a quick run down river, not far, and then we'll hit a couple of holes I got an eye on. Bluegill over here's got some action, I'm about to reel down on it. It's a pretty big bluegill, and I went through a little school of fish right here, so I doubt it has it. Or maybe it does. We've got a ton of fish on the graph, but they're all small. This is going to be a tiny little dink. That's a waste of a bluegill. What does he think he's going to do with that bluegill? That's kind of ridiculous. so there's that fish. He's gonna go. I think we got another baby on this back rod over here. Yeah, it was a little heavier than a bluegill I threw down there. That's a shame. Those were two good bluegill. And these little fish are gonna tear them up. Yep. Darn it. I'm running out. He's gotta go. I don't have time for him. I need a good bait down there. I've got this piece of gizzard shad. I'm gonna throw that down. See how that does before it's all dried up. Got another baby messing around back here. Not sure if he hooked up or not. Let him sit for a minute. He had a couple little takedowns on it. Yeah, there's some weight on there. Not gonna be much of a fish. Now the other side is, holy cow. Look at this, look at this. That one just went down as soon as I leaned over on the other side. This is gonna be the good one. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Love a good double. This one's still pegged on the bottom. I don't even know if he's gotten off the bottom yet. Hopefully you don't have too much wind noise. He's gonna bend that big cat fever right over. Yeah. Could it be the magic G word? I don't know yet. You might know if you're watching the video and I've edited that clip in there. But I don't know yet. You know something I don't know right now. It's gonna be a good fish regardless, I'll tell you that much. I'm gonna get ready for him before he gets up here so I can grab him, get him right in the boat. He's pulling drag now. It's down in about 36 feet of water. It's got that Hellcat just bent right over. Good aggressive fish. I'm gonna move my other front rod over so I've got all the room I need on this side to land him. I think he's still down towards the bottom, to be honest. Or is he coming up now? It's a nice fish. It's a really nice fish. You get a glimpse of him there. Right about the same class as that other big one we had this morning. No. Alright, we got a hand in his mouth and in the boat. That's always a relief. You never know how well they're hooked. Alright, so this guy right here is just over 36 inches. And he did not have that hook all too well. I've got it out already. Let's take a look at him here. That's a good looking fish. Looks like if he was on the spawn, he's healing up all right. He's got some marks on his head here. Oh no. And I guess he's gonna do the auto release for himself there. Man, they are slippery this morning. Everything's wet. But there he goes. He ate a live bluegill. That's both of our bigger fish on the live bluegill, I believe. I can't remember. I'm tired. I woke up early. All right, and we are going to scoot down river a little bit onto another. Oh, actually, I forgot I got another fish over here. Hold on. Let's get this guy in the boat. I forgot we set him down right away pretty much. That was a double. Now he's got to break 24 inches, which he is not going to do. He can barely even get that hook in his mouth. Okay, so there's that fish. What's that, number 5 on the day? Maybe 6. Oh, he started to pee on me. Gotta get him out of here. All right, so now we're gonna pull the rods up, move down a little bit. We've got a couple other spots I wanna try, and then there's a long ledge I wanna drift that I think might have some fish on it. Look at that rod go. That was a really good hit on some cut bluegill. Let's pick up on him and get him in the boat. I'm not even to the spot where I was expecting to hook up with some good fish yet. He may not be great, but man, did he hit it hard. It's gonna be on the smaller side, but I'd take a medium-sized fish if we can get him there. Nah, just a really spunky little blue. He really wanted that bluegill. All right, we'll throw him on the board just to check. He's not going to help us. He's only about 19 inches. There he goes. We're going to make sure this hook is in here right and send it right back down. All right, this dragging rod with some shad on there is getting hit. I can't remember if it's the headpiece or the body section. But we got a fish on there. We're just about to get to the spot I've been waiting for. Feels like a halfway decent little fish. He's down in 44 foot of water, so who really knows? He's not that great. Yeah, that fish will go just about 25 inches, so he'll help. We'll get him out of here. Got that gizzard shad head. That was on the stinger hook again. This piece has been down there a long time. We're gonna freshen that up. All right, I'll show you how I hook up these stinger hooks on the head pieces. I take the upper hook. They're only about that far apart, about a couple inches apart. Maybe 2.5. Put that upper hook through the under jaw and out one of the nostrils, or at least close to one. Sometimes you miss. Now this guy, you want to make sure it ends up facing back here, so you've got to come in. And I usually like to poke it out across the side. So I'll come in up here, find a little meaty section, and come back on an angle and kind of turn it as I go. So then it lays just like that. Now you want to make sure that this one's rotated so that line's not in the way, and you've got 2 good exposed hooks there. Yep, okay. That's gonna be a decent fish. Right at the top of this hole I was drifting through. Took that down real nice. He actually hit it once. I got my camera turned on and then he came right back for it. We're down in almost 50 foot of water now. That was a good hit, but man, he's not really fighting here. He's got some pretty big head shakes. Oh no, he was just coming right below me. Here we go. He's gonna bend it over a little bit now. There's the bubbles. What? How is that all that fish is? That's deceiving. He should be a little bit of an upgrade, but not at all what I thought he was gonna be. Alright, that fish is a little rough. He's coming out of the spawn. You can see he's all kinds of torn up. His eyes are partially glazed over. He can't be doing so well. We're gonna get him out of here nice and gentle so he can swim away. he goes, right back down to the bottom. That'll give us an opportunity to freshen up this gizzard shad over here. It's been on there all morning. Still effective, as you can see. We just caught a fish on it, but I prefer to have a nice fresh bloody bait on there right now. And with the double rig hook on the body sections, I just go right underneath the fin right there, or up towards the top in the backbone. Come right on through, get those scales out. And now these are interesting because one hook points one way. Then I like to come through the meat and come out the other side and lower with the second hook. So you've got an upper hook on one side and a lower hook on the other, and that's been working pretty well for me. Oh, there's a takedown. Here we go, commit. That's a big bluegill, you gotta eat it. He's still there, he's still there. Alright, we're on. Oh man, this is gonna be another small fish. That's my last live bait. I bet you toss it off too. Darn it. Out of live bait. There's a little small fish. I'm just gonna pop him and toss him right out the side. This rod right here is getting hit. We're going through a school of little fish, so I'm pretty sure that's all it is. Let's make quick work of him. I'm up over 100 inches in this tournament now. I'll pop the leaderboard up on the screen right here. So I'm gonna need a fish that's at least 27 inches to help me out. All right, quick work of him, he's out of here. Alright, we had our first takedown in a while on this dragging rod. I don't know if he hooked up or not. Yeah, he's there. Good. Just had a boat go by. Turn this one right on, I guess. Come on, be a good fish. He's down in 42 foot of water. I'm about to cross over a channel that I'm hoping holds some fish. It's an underwater pipe. No, that's not going to be much of a fish. We'll put him on the board, see if he happens to be an upgrade. All right, that little guy was 26 3/4. He's going to go right on back. All right, they've been hitting this bluegill non-stop. Ripped him in half and everything. Now finally got a little fish on there. I hope he didn't steal it. I'm gonna be out of bait if he did. Yep. Down to 2 rods. All right, he's gotta go. I came out with about 10 or 12 bluegill. Picked up 2 good-sized gizzard shad. Still completely wiped out already. 2 rods left with bait. All right, well, I just pulled up my other 2 rods and we've got empty and empty. So I think here's what we're gonna do. The scoreboard looks all right for now. There'd have to be some pretty serious upgrading in order to catch my score of a little over 100. So the next closest person's about 75. I'm gonna grab a couple pieces of bait with my gill net, throw them in the cooler. If I don't have to come out later tonight, I can use them tomorrow. So we're gonna go set that gill net, grab some gizzard shad, and just keep an eye on things, see how it goes. Hey, guess what? We pulled it off. We got that #1 spot, baby. And it was no goober, but we got that big fish. But on a more serious note, it was a really fun competition. Thank you to Kayak Catfishing Tournaments for putting that on. The competition got tight towards the end. I'll put the leaderboard up on the screen. Alex was catching fish late into the night, making me nervous, but luckily I had a good enough score to squeak it out. We'll be back at it again next month. Thanks for following along. We'll catch you on the next one. I'm gonna try that one again.
You gotta go for it. You're still in the frame.
There's no way.
Yeah.
You're lying.
Your foot's in it. Okay, you're good now.